Here we are inside of Descript, and this is a short form video that I created using templates to make it easy. So if you just take a quick look at this on the screen, is what I believe to be. So this short video has come from a long form video that I recorded years ago. In fact, I think it's about 5 years old. But what I did was I imported this video into Descript, made a few changes, and then decided to clip it up into separate videos. These are all short form videos that I've been putting on Facebook, Instagram, and also YouTube Shorts. Now, at the end, I'll talk about whether this is worth your time or not when it comes to short form content. But first, what I'm going to do is just show you this composition. So in Descript, you have the different compositions over here. So you can think of this as this is a long form video, and then here I've made all of these different clips, and these are all short form videos. Now, if you're new to Descript, very briefly, on the left is going to be your transcript, your script, and a lot of what you do with editing is going to come through here, and also the AI tools. And we'll look at this in a moment when it comes to making shorts. In fact, we'll start with this because there are two main ways that you can create short form videos from this long form video. The first way is using AI. So if you click AI, scroll down to repurpose, you can then create clips. So if you click on this is the next stage where you're going to give it instructions on what type of clips to create, how long they should be. Now, I wish that you could alternate this time a little bit so that you can have different types of clips, because some videos are going to be better when they're 60 seconds, some are better when they're 3 minutes. And then in here, the topic, you can say, this is an interview I did. Please break it down into the most memorable clips from the interview, especially ones that give some type of insight. And with Descript, everything comes from this script. So the AI is going to analyze this over here in order to create those types of short form videos. A couple of things on this as well. You can turn this on for layout and then decide what kind of layout you want to use. We'll look at that in a moment as well. And you can also, like I said before, say the number of clips here. Personally, I don't use this AI. Instead, I take just a little bit more time to go through the script, especially if you know it, and then you can simply do this. I take parts of the script that I want to use. Now, you can edit this after as well. In fact, don't edit it here because it's going to affect the main video. So here we have some of the script here. I'm going to boil this down a little bit. So I'm going to right click on it, say duplicate to, and then new composition. I then just simply open this new composition. Now, this can work great as well for creating clips of videos for Twitter or X now, and also LinkedIn. I would say Facebook, but Facebook is now updating as the time of recording to have everything as a reel. So to simply change this, you just click here and then click portrait. And then before we go to edit here, in terms of taking out what we don't want, there's something else we can do. The first time you set this up, it's going to take a little bit longer. So if I click this, I have now opened up my To Fluency layouts. These are all the ones that I have saved. Some of them I have adapted the templates that Descript gives you. Some of them I have done on my own. But I'm going to just click on one and show you what happens. So I'm going to click on the cloud one. And what it's done straight away is it has given it a title that lasts for this long here. So 5 seconds. It has put captions on the screen. It has added a gradient. It's also cut me out. So there's a green screen, and it has used this cloud background, which I quite like. Now, I do have some problems, as you can see here, with my long form video, because the long form video had text on screen, and I don't have the original just to import in. But that brings me to the next part, in that you can add different types of elements into here as well. So I can go to the part where it starts to go, click S for a new scene, make sure it's in the right place, choose a layout, and for this one, I'm just going to do captions, and I'm going to delete that. So what we can see now is this. So my first question for you is, why are you learning English? Now, there was a little bit of a mistake there because the background and the transition is blue. So I'm going to zoom in to here, and for now, I'm just going to take out this transition. And then we can then go over here, go scene, layout, and then I might want a different type of clip where maybe it's showing me in the sunset. So I'm going to use this one. The idea behind it is that you can save these layouts. You can save these different layouts so that you can create your own short form content, and you can keep it consistent with this type of template. Now, depending on how you make videos and what videos you make, this could be really simple. It could just be you on screen the entire time with captions, meaning that you'll only need one scene here. But you also might want to bring in some B-roll. So let's just say I want to bring in B-roll here. I can create a new scene, go to stock, and let's just say, because it's about goals, just type in goals, go to videos, and then I can simply drag this in here, and now it is imported in. And then you want to be able to, I can expand this and make it bigger, or I can bring it down here and add that B-roll in. One thing that I do find a little frustrating with Descript is, from my experience, I can't find any vertical videos when it comes to this, and there's no filter here either. So that's something to think about. Let's say you haven't created any layouts yet. A great way to do this is to go to Layout, change Layout Pack. Over here, go to Gallery, and then look at all the different gallery ones for this. So you can see Layout, and it's done it this time for the vertical format. So you can see here we have a large intro that you can put in here. You can do outros, social clip portrait with the captions on screen, audiograms. There's a B-roll split screen, which is kind of cool. So let's actually bring this one in. So now it's updated. What you want to do is to change all of the different fonts and colors so it matches your brand. If you upgrade, you can add your brand colors and fonts and it'll automatically do this for you. But you can see it's already put in that B-roll footage here, and we can delete whatever is there. Go to captions. Let's just choose this one, drop it in, make it much bigger, and we can expand this box here too. So I've not formatted this, but you can see how this is going to work when I press play. We want to be able to speak English because it's a challenge. And in fact, I'm going to start using this template to have B-roll and captions at the same time. And then a couple of tips for you before we talk about whether it's worth creating these clips. The first one is, and this is going to be relevant later, the hook is the most important part when it comes to this, because people are scrolling and they need to be able to be stopped in their tracks and to be engaged in your short form content immediately. When it comes to creating short form content from long form content, the context for the short form content is not always there. For example, I say here, so my first question for you is, why are you learning English? What I think I would do here is delete that. And this is what I love about it. Delete this. Why are you learning English? Start with that. It's something that is going to get people's attention right from the start. And then what I like to do is a couple of things where I cut down on any kind of filler words. So AI tools, remove filler words. It's only found one there, and just click remove all. Also, what you can do is shorten word gaps. So anything over 0.2 seconds, find all word gaps, shorten all. And now it's going to be really concise. And then what I like to do from there is to go through the script while I'm playing the video and to take out anything that's fluff and to cut to the chase. So if you've got a talking head video, like I said before, there won't be a lot of this needed to be done unless you want to introduce, and I think this is really great, this type of B-roll footage where you can create B-roll on here as well. This could be a GIF too, it could be a picture, whatever it may be. It depends on your brand and how you're going to create these short form clips. Now, if you're struggling to find clips from long form content, and let's say you go through this and you think, this just isn't working for me, then what I recommend is to do two things. Firstly, see if you can film a hook that will add to this. So let's say you can't find a good hook. You can record something within Descript as well and use some type of B-roll footage over the top. And then the other option is to create a dedicated short, because these clips can work for people who have consistent content and a bigger brand. But if you really need to get people's attention, then you might need to record something as a standalone short or a reel. And that's where you just need to obviously take your phone out and start recording and make it a dedicated short. What I'll do is I'll leave some ideas for some hook outlines in the description. You can check that out. And while you're in the description, look at the different tools that I use to make videos and other resources that are going to help you with this. And there'll be another video for you to watch now. So thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.